Reid talk show. I'm out here laughing with a grandfather and his grandson that is in college. Now, granddad out here helping him to make sure he check his car before he go back to college. He's showing him about his oil, and he know, but he getting him ready because he finna get back on that road. Now, turn around there, Coach. What's your name?
Anthony Lane.
Anthony Lane, and we call him Coach Lane.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Lane, this your grandson, Tyler?
This is my grandson, Tyler.
Tyler is in college. Y'all seen him before he was pulling off and to go to college, and he come back home. He'll visit, but he'll go on back, don't he?
He's going back this morning.
He don't be talking about, no, I ain't going.
He's happy to go back.
I don't want to go. Can I stay? We have to encourage them to stay in college. We have to do that. We have to stir it. But I'm going to show y'all Tyler Fade while he putting it oil. There go Tyler Fade while he putting it oil in his vehicle. Mr. and Mrs. Lane have had this young man, I mean, ever since he was a baby, wasn't
He was about 3 or 4 years old.
3 or 4 years old. They done had him ever since he was 3 or 4 years old. And he, how old he is now?
21.
Huh?
21 years
He
old.
21. Woo. He been bouncing that basketball in the back a long time, y'all. And Dad gonna show him how to take it out of there. He's showing him how to. Look at there, look at there, look at there. That's what you call nurturing. You don't play. So it won't be smoking and you think something's smoking.
You're right.
Now you, Tyler, how tall is you?
6'6".
I hope you don't stop growing. But then I guess I hope you don't. Have you checked your height? Do you go up?
Nah, I ain't went up in it.
Okay, okay, you right where you need to be then. I want to thank you all for this interview and he's showing his grandson how to make sure ain't no oil on this thing. And put your dipstick back in there, because we sure forget that sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, his dad and his grandfather's on it. I just wanted to show some nice stuff on my show, man. And Tyler, now tell them what's your major?
I'm in general studies right now, but when I go to my 4-year, I want to get my bachelor's in what I want to do.
You got a lot you wanted to do.
I
You
want to be a
too.
physical therapist, so something in that area.
Some in that area. All right. All right. I hope you all enjoyed Coach Lane. You know, Coach Lane. You up at what recreation center you at?
I'm at Figures Recreation. Michael Figures.
Michael Figures Recreation Center. All right. Well, we're going to let Tyler finish up. And what college you in, Tyler?
Southern State Community College.
Southern State Community College. All right. He come home to visit, but he finna hit the highway. Be safe now. Safe travel. All right. You did good, Lane. Coach Lane, you did good, man. It bring tears to my eyes to see a grandfather that stepped up to the plate and raised his grandbaby and his grandbaby going to college. Wow. Jazzy Red, we love you. Peace out. Jazzy Red Talk Show. Mr. John H. Johnson. To all my writers and publishers, this man right here is our inspiration. Mr. John H. Johnson, and he was born in 1918 and he died in 2005. He borrowed $500 on his mother's furniture, to start his cosmetic and his publishing company. You know what? I've got to show you a picture of when he was young, because I know his mother was so very, very proud of him. A son looking like that. He was handsome, and he was honest, and he was smart. A very smart young man. That mom, she let him do that. Peace out. All right. Here's Mr. Johnson here of Ebony Magazine. Look at that face. You think a mom could turn that son down saying, no, you can't get that loan? She let him get that $500 for his loan to open this business. Let me show you him and his mom. Now, here's a picture of Mr. Johnson and his mom. They always say behind a great man is a good woman, strong woman. Well, in the beginning it was his mom. She let him borrow that $500 off her furniture. Look how happy she is. She's at that table, and he got his mom. He got his mom with him, got his mother with him, and they had a dinner event, a function, a dinner event. Wow, how you like this, ladies and gentlemen? We coming with another picture. I got to tell you this. I remember reading. He said, "The reason I was successful was that I didn't know that it was possible to succeed. I didn't know that it was impossible to succeed." Let me get it right. The reason I succeeded was that I didn't know that it was impossible to succeed. Remember that. All right, here is her son as a young man, the day of his wedding. Him and his lovely bride, the day of his wedding. Wow. Here are two of the magazines that he owned, Ebony and Jet. Jet magazine. I know you all remember Jet magazine back in the 50s and the 60s, because I seen them early in the late 60s and the early 60s and the late 50s. I seen them. Always had pin-ups, girls in swimsuits, men dressed in their nice suits. He did a great job with those magazines. Wow. Mr. John Johnson said, and I quote, I'm reading, "I didn't start a business to get rich. I started a business to provide a service and to improve myself economically. I think it's a mistake to set out to get rich." Just showing that it's a family affair, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson. But there's his lovely daughter, Linda Johnson Rice, showing their fashion fair cosmetics. If you were anything, you bought fashion fair in the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s. I knew about it then. It was some beautiful makeup. Mr. Johnson, history on Jazzy Red Talk Show. Black history. He is history, but black history right here with this man. Just showing that it's a family affair with the Johnson family. A family affair he is with his lovely wife and his daughter. Family affair. Keep that in mind. Here's Mr. John Johnson with Robert Kennedy. Robert Kennedy. To you kids, that was John F. Kennedy, our president, brother. Here are the Johnsons with Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela. Mr. and Mrs. Johnson with the British Prime Minister, Margaret Thatcher. And this was at the White House. Here he is with President Kennedy at the White House, presenting him with one of his books. How you like that? Ebony magazine. Wow. The CEO, a black man. Mr. Johnson. Wow. Here he is with President Jimmy Carter. And I gotta quote this. I gotta read this. "We intended to highlight black breakthroughs and pockets of progress, but we didn't intend to ignore difficulties and harsh realities." The man had a way with words. Mr. John Johnson with President Bill Clinton. He received the Presidential Medal of Freedom from President Bill Clinton in 1996. And he said this: dream small dreams. If you make them too big, you overwhelm yourself and don't do anything. If you make small goals and accomplish, then it gives you the confidence to go on to higher goals. Mr. Johnson. Here is Mr. Johnson with Ralph Abernathy and Martin Luther King. The Johnsons are here with Chicago's first black mayor, Howard Washington. Howard Washington, Chicago's first black mayor. Here are the Johnson, Mr. and Mr. Johnson, with him. Here's Mr. Johnson with Maya Angelou. Mr. and Mrs. Johnson with Quincy Jones. This was his view. Well, it's very simple. You don't sell any stock to anybody, and you don't try to merge. I'm not for sale. I'm not for sale. I hope that you have enjoyed this segment on Mr. John H. Johnson. He was born in Arkansas, in a prejudiced city, and he made enough to rise above, to make a change. John H. Johnson. Ebony, Jet magazines, Fashion Fair makeup. He's done so much. Google him, kids. I want you to Google John H. Johnson. Old school, a real man, and a very good businessman. Hope that I've enlightened you today. Jazzy Red, we love you. Peace out. I had to come back and say this. You know he had a huge homegoing. You know it was a huge homegoing. Gold casket with the roses and everything. Google it and see some of it on the internet. Thank you so much for this time to bring you some history, a legacy. Mr. John H. Johnson, a legacy. Peace out.
Fiscally responsible. You're very conscious of what you spend it on and how much you're spending. Have you always been like that?
Always. You got to remember, I stayed at the stadium the first 2 years.
Right.
I didn't want to spend no money.
Right.
What's the point?
Why
are you telling Marvin gonna come third year? Why are you telling me go rent a house, go buy a house, go rent a condo, when everything I need is right here in the facility at Paul Brown?
Right.
Showers, cafeteria, TV, couch, gaming system. What's the point? What's the point? And I was so locked in, it wasn't about having my own space and having women come.
What about the dating life? How you gonna bring somebody?
For what? I'm locked in. I'm a rookie. I ain't got time. Date for what? Date for what? I needed that 1 year lock in, catch the rhythm. My second year, I caught the rhythm.
Okay.
I caught the rhythm of the game.
Right.
I felt like, okay, I got it now.
Because I think a third year I came and I did a sit down with you in your place.
Yeah. At that point, okay, I got it now. I was good. And that's when Marvin came in and also said, now it's time for you to be responsible, spread your wings, get your own place. So listen, I moved right down the street. One Lido place, I'll never forget. One little bedroom.
You mentioned that you're fiscally responsible. Is there anything that you purchase you like, I wish I had done that. That was the waste of my effing money.
Probably some of the cars, maybe in year 4, but it
all those don't Chevys?
Yeah. The high-end vehicles. But I didn't purchase at least everything.
Right.
Bugatti, Ferrari, I did it all.
Right.
But the funny thing about it is I got to a point in my career, and I wish people, athletes more so, if you can get to a point in your career where your name becomes bigger than anything you can purchase, there's your value.
Wow.
my name itself, Ocho Cinco at one point, even still to this day, is bigger than, why am I driving a Ferrari? Why am I driving a Rolls Royce and I'm Ocho? Oh, we talk about jewelry and watches and chains.
But you already had, but see, the thing is, you already had, it's easy for you to do that now, Ocho, because you had the jewelry, you had the car.
No. Never bought real anything when I was playing. Never. What was the point? I went to Claire's.
So all you do
yes, for what? What am I doing it for? The women don't deal with you anyway because of who you are.
Right.
And then the other women who really doing their homework don't Google how much you're making already.
Right.
Why am I buying a $50,000 watch, $80,000 watch? What time is it real quick? Please?
It's 20 minutes to 4.
How much that cost me?
It didn't cost you nothing.
Because time is free. So what I'm paying for?
Right.
For what? I'm Ocho. What's the point?
Right.
There's nothing I can buy that's bigger than my name alone. So it made no sense. But everybody's caught up in image and looking a certain way and being rich. It's me. It's pointless.
How do you express that to your kids when they know who you are? They know what you have.
That's the hard part. Is getting them to have that mindset I have, because they ain't cutting it. With the missus, oh, she ain't having it. Them 8.5 carats, oh, that's real.
Right.
Anything I purchase for her is real.
It's real.
Yeah. So the kids, I allow them to do the designer and the nice stuff because I done saved what? 83% of my salary. So it's okay. And I have stuff coming in already. Oh, yes, still coming in. Thank you, Dougie. You know, and so life is good because I was able to sustain and keep most of my wealth that I made when I was playing, and life is still going good. So I allow the kids to enjoy, but I need them to understand there's gonna come a time.
They gotta get off daddy payroll.
You go have to get off that payroll. But for right now, I will always be there for them, no matter what they want.
Right.
Long as you don't try to live a lifestyle that you know you can't afford.
Right.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you enjoy yourself now.
Right. You went for viral for wearing the same outfit on a trip.
Yeah.
I mean, because I think I heard you pack. You maybe it was soccer, and you packed like 3 outfits, and you were there for like 2 weeks.
That's it. That's all you need.
Like a couple pair of drawers,
That's it.
a couple of t-shirts, and a pair of shorts.
That's all you need. I took all blended family.
Right.
We all went to the Bahamas for New Year's.
Okay.
So the kids, I know they like to look nice. You know the young kids these days, man. Okay, we're gonna all go to Amiri. So I took all the kids to Amiri, all of them. Everybody got an outfit, everybody got shoes. I got my little outfit. Price tag, $23,000.
Huh?
Ooh, $23,000. Remember, it's 8 of us now. Amiri ain't cheap.
Hold up. So what did they put back?
Ain't put nothing back. This is a one-time thing. It's the holidays. Yeah, $23,000. So boom. Okay, I understood what I just paid for all this stuff for the kids. So we're gonna have a good time. We stayed at Atlantis. I ain't take that Amiri off the whole trip. I took me a shower. Each day, changed underwear, put a new tank top on, and put that shit right back on. You know what I paid for this? I don't care who see me, so I made my own personal video letting people know you probably gonna see me over and over in the same outfit. Let me give you
let me help you understand why.
And I always do that all the time. Dude, I shop at H&M. Look, this whole outfit, this cost me $60. It's Urban Outfitters. And it's from the sale rack. It's a Levi's jacket and some Dickies that's cut off like I'm a skateboarder. I don't skate, but I look good.
Yeah. So that's your whole thing.
And I've always been this way. So
Yeah.
you can't, the people on the outside that might be new to who I am now, that a little older, don't understand. I've been this way the past 20, 25 years.
So you're not gonna let society shape Ocho Cinco's idea
Never.
of who he is or what he should be.
Never. I never been that way because I don't need validation from nobody on the outside. Never have, and that's
Mama
another. That's
gonna give you validation, you straight. The kids
that's
give
it.
you validation, that's dad, we good.
And some of the time they make fun of me, so I don't really need validation from me either. You know, but that's another downfall for us too.
Right.
That's another downfall in society. We always need validation and acceptance from others.
If Commissioner Goodell let you went to the rookie symposium and let you talk,
I need to. He need to let me do that.
Well, hopefully they're watching this.
I need to do it. I got Roger on speed dial. I got him on speed dial. I need to do that.
About financial literacy.
Yes, but the problem is it's gonna go in one ear and out the other, especially at that age. It's like me going to talk to kids and that's getting NIL deals.
Right.
You got everybody in your ear. You don't know who to tell no to. You got all these investment people. You know how many horror stories there are about NFL players that invest in companies? I mean, Usain Bolt just going through an issue.
12.7, I saw that.
Going out of his account. Because the investment, listen, the best investment person is yourself. Do your homework. You don't need all these people. Because if they knew, name one investment person that's in a position and is rich. How you gonna tell me what to do with my money and you haven't made it yet?
Right.
To give me an example on what I should do. Nah, man, I don't like that. I don't like that. We put our money in too many people's hands and you don't know what's going on.
You say you interned at Morgan Stanley. Was it of the utmost important that you go understand? You knew what money was, but now that I have it, how do I keep it?
Yeah.
And that's what I always tell guys. It's not how much you make, it's how much you keep.
And the funny part about it is people, social media. Well, if I spin this bag, I'm gonna just go make it back. It ain't like you think.
No.
And people, they think the cure and the fix for the problem is, well, give me more money, I'm gonna be all right. Well, the more you make, the more you spend.
Right.
If you have no discipline and no structure.
Yes, absolutely.
Every time.
Yes.
Every time. Well, just give me more and more. No, the more you get, the more you're gonna spend. And people ain't gonna listen because we are caught up in looking a certain way, living a certain way, trying to appease others who don't really care nothing about you.
Yeah.
Just to say, oh, I got it.
Wow.
Well, shit, I got it too and I had it for almost 30 years.
So is that in us or is that social media? Because I look at social media, I'm like, well, damn, I might need to get me another job or two because how she got how?
Listen,
what?
We can't compete with people that's scamming and doing fraud.
Okay.
We can't do that.
No, I can't go to jail.
We can't do that.
I like my freedom.
We can't do that. Now, there are very few people that can sustain that lifestyle consistently over time.
Because normally people that's making it legally and doing the right thing, they don't post it on social media, right?
No. You know how hard it is to live like that all the time, consistently, and be fly every day, jewelry. And listen, eras of rappers. Think about the era before us.
Right.
Everybody was flashy, stunned. And after 10 years, what happens?
They ain't flashy, they ain't stuff.
No, you can't. It's impossible to sustain.
Right.
It's impossible.
I would like
No
to
matter
fly private. I need to get me I want to make enough money I can fly
private?
Yeah.
Shh, I ain't flying private. Spirit. Dougie, what I fly, Dougie? Put me on Spirit. Exit row, window seat. That's all I need. Long as I get from point A to point B. I don't need private.
I just want to. You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and become an official member of Club Shay Shay, where we do something before two something.
Jazzy Red Talk Show. This is Miss Bessie Smith. In 1920, she played in Crazy Blues. I want my viewers and the kids to look her up. Miss Bessie Smith, 1920. Crazy Blues. A legacy. This is a young picture of Louis Armstrong, 1920. Louis Armstrong played the trumpet. I want you all to be looking this up. Y'all check him out. Louis Armstrong, a young picture of him in 1920. Duke Ellington, the young Duke Ellington, 1930s. And he came to Mobile in the 1930s. He made a visit. Y'all gonna need to look this man up. Duke Ellington. Isn't he a handsome young man? 1930s. Band director. Florence Mills. Entertainer. 1922. Florence Mills. I want you to look her up. Florence Mills. You have internet now. You have old books that you can pull up. Florence Mills. I'm going to want you to look her up. And as I can see, in 1927 she died. It was over 150,000 people watching her funeral reception. Florence Mills. Jazzy going to do one more. Y'all know I couldn't leave my main girl out. Josephine Baker. 1924. This is a picture of her in 1924. She played in Chocolate Dandies. 1924. Look at her outfit. 1924. Chocolate dandies. 1925, she went to Paris. And the rest is history. Look up Josephine Baker. I hope you've learned something from these pictures. Dig them up. Pull them up on the internet, young people. And our older people, history won't go as long as we keep it alive. Jazzy Talk Show. Peace out.
you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Yeah, thank you, Lord. We bless you, oh Lord, with all of our soul. We bless you, oh Lord, with all that we know. We bow down before you, humble as we know how, giving thanks, Lord, for your many blessings. And we say, yeah, oh yeah, I'll do your will. We say, yeah, oh yeah, go where you want me to go. And we say, yeah, oh yeah, I'll do your will. 'Cause I know that your word is true. I know that your word is true. I know that your word is true. Sometime my way is mighty dark, yes it does. I can't see the way, oh no. But you said stand on your word, never leave nor forsake me. Be there always till the end. And this is what I tell him. And I say, yeah, oh yeah, I'll do your will. I say, yeah, oh yeah, I'll go where you want me to go. And I say, yeah, oh, I'll do your will. 'Cause I know that your word is true. I know that your word is true. I know that your word is true. If any man be in Christ, he's a new creature. Old things are passed away, all things are new, yeah. If any man be in Christ, he's a new creature. Old things are passed away, all things are new. 'Cause I know that your word is true. Yeah, I know that your word is true. Ooh, I know that your word is true. Yes it is, yes it is. 'Cause I know that your word is true. I know that your word is true. I know that your word is true.